So the first case study was about Nisha. Nisha is a typical 24-year-old. If you look at what she wants, what she has, what she wants, and what she wishes for, are what a typical 24-year-old would want from living in a metro or in a smaller city would want. So Gajendra, how should Nisha start planning for her finances?
Yeah, as you rightly said, she's 24, just entered into a working life, completely fresher in that sense. She's just receiving her first paycheck, and she'll be really thrilled, And as we can see from her study, she enjoys shopping and dinners. She has a smartphone. She likes to splurge on iPod, and she don't want to miss her weekend dinners. So,
Gajendra, sorry, can you be slightly louder, please?
Okay, yeah, which is so all these goals are typical of her age, basically, and so if you break up her monthly income, she is currently earning 40,000 rupees, and some of these goes into rent, bills, food, and these are the normal expenses. Now the interesting thing is that she is able to save 16,000 rupees per month. And currently she has a health insurance by her employer, which covers her 2 lakh rupees for individual cover. Now if you see her goals, she wants to have a car, she wants to enjoy a vacation, and obviously she wants to plan for her marriage in the next slide if you see. So these are some of the goals. Now let's take one goal each one by one. So as I said, her savings is around 16,500 rupees per month. If you take the first goal, which is vacation, and the time horizon is 1 year. Now she would require 50,000 rupees to go for a foreign vacation, I presume, and we don't have much time to save for this goal, so just 1 year. What we can do is we can put aside 4,000 rupees per month into a debt fund, which is now here shown as ultra short-term fund. Now many of our participants may not understand what is this ultra short-term fund. This is a kind of a debt mutual fund which is absolutely going to save, considering the goal we have, because we have only 1 year time horizon. We can't take risk with our purpose. We would definitely require 50,000, and we can't be shortfall with this amount. So to do an SIP, which is systematic investment planning, set aside 4,000 rupees in a ultra short-term fund, and you can expect around 7.5% post-tax return. Now, there is a lot of difference between post-tax and pre-tax return when you compare investments. The other option one could say is a fixed deposit, 1 year. Now, the problem with fixed deposit, what may come is that if you do a less than 1 year fixed deposit, currently they are fetching somewhere around 7.5% return, and the taxation also is very high there. In terms of fixed deposit taxation, whatever tax rates you fall into, you'll have to pay tax accordingly. So if you're into 30% tax bracket, you have to pay 30% tax on the interest you earn on the fixed deposit. Since she's earning 40,000, she falls into 20% tax bracket. And if she invests into a debt fund, she'll only have to pay 10% tax after 1 year, which is a long-term criteria. So for the first goal, 4,000, she will earn 7.5% tax post-tax, and will be able to meet the vacation goal in a very comfortable manner. Moving on to the second goal, which is buying a car in 2 years horizon. Again, expenditure would be around 1,40,000. This is, I think, she will be paying a down payment, And again, because the horizon is shorter, we can't expect much return here. We have just taken conservative rate of around 7.5%. Again, similarly, she has to do a debt fund investment. Now, the investment may be a notch higher compared to ultra short-term fund. Ultra short-term fund currently is offering around 8.5–9%. So if you do in a short-term fund, she can expect around 9.5 to 10% return, a little better than the ultra short-term fund. Or if she is comfortable doing a fixed deposit for 1 year and above, because 1 year fixed deposit is also fetching her 9.25%. So even this can be an alternative. And for 2 years, if she do, she can get this 1,40,000, 1,50,000 mark, and she can comfortably buy a car in 2 years time horizon. The last goal which we see on the slide is obviously marriage. Time horizon is 3 years. she would require 4 lakh rupees, for that purpose. Now, we have little flexibility here because the time horizon is little long. So, we have recommended 2 things, Start an investment for 18 months in a MIP. Now, MIP is monthly income plan, which is again a debt fund, comprising around 80 to 90% money into debt income investments, and 10 to 15% goes into equity to give that little return, high return, Because we have 3-year time horizon, for the first 18 months we can do an SIP in MIP, and then for the next 18 months when we know that the time horizon is short, we can do an SIP into again a normal ultra short-term fund or a short-term fund. Now, second thing which you see is start an SIP of 2,000 rupees in a gold fund in the first year. Why we are saying? Because if you see in the first goal, 4,000 rupees is being utilized for the vacation. After 1 year, this 4,000 rupees she can divert for a marriage purpose, and then she can increase the gold fund SIP to 6,000. Gold, as you know, is an integral part of our marriages, and the way gold prices are going up, it may be very difficult for us to buy lump sum gold at the time of marriage. We don't know what will the price at that point of time. So it's better to start accumulating gold by way of gold fund. This is a great way of investment, and this is very tax friendly. It offers you liquidity also. It offers you safety also. And at the time of marriage, when you have enough amount in gold, you can just liquidate your gold fund and buy whatever jewelry you want. So that way she can be easily able to plan for a marriage for 4 lakhs rupees. So I think she's in a comfortable position right now, able to meet all her goals and, live life the way she wants right now.
Thanks, Gajendra. Very interesting. And I just wanted to quickly tie this up with what Prerna was mentioning earlier, is that this ability to look at your goals and then map the tools and the instruments to those goals is a very important connect. And I can already see the transition happening with this case as well.
Yeah, that's very true. And just one more thing, when you start working, nobody kind of advises you. When I came into the workforce, nobody advised me to start saving right from day one. So whenever I see money lying in the savings account, I just used to splurge. That was not very good thinking. If she can, Nisha can take care of these things, keep aside every month 16,500. I think she will have a much better control on her finances.